Welcome to Shockwaves 2019.
Andy Dalton, definitely a crowd favorite in this contest. You know, this was one of the most despised men in the early days of Inspire Pro Wrestling. Back when he was Inspire Pro champion, he ran this company with an iron fist, so to speak. And Dalton wasn't afraid of who he pissed off or who he stepped on. He still is that same Dirty Andy Dalton. None of that has necessarily changed, but I think the fans have grown a new respect for Dirty Andy Dalton and his abilities in that ring.
Yeah, and I think I remember the point. It was that ladder match with him and Steve Reno and
Sammy Guevara
for the J Crown. That's when the crowd started to really respect Andy Dalton. And from that point forward, he has been one of the biggest fan favorites here in Inspire Pro Wrestling.
Like I said, Hopkins is going to have to really prove himself here tonight against Dalton. He's a couple years in the business and has been making waves across the Texas wrestling scene, but Inspire Pro Wrestling in Austin, Texas, that's a whole nother animal.
Absolutely. I mean, Dalton is kind of desperate for a win now. Ever since he came back from injury, he's had 3 straight losses, from losing to PCO to losing in the Lawless Darkness finals, the ladder match, and then last month losing that #1 contenders match for the Inspire Pro Championship.
You know, Dirty Andy Dalton, very much a no-nonsense competitor in many ways, very different than Chandler Hopkins. You know, he can go through the air, he can be athletic, don't get me wrong, but Dalton, I think he likes much better just to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a contest that Chandler wants to get into with Andy Dalton. He'd like to keep it technical.
Oh, try for a pile driver, reversal, jackknife, he got it!
And your winner, Chandler Hopkins.
This crowd has really grown on Ethan Price. Like I said, one of the greatest success stories in this whole company. Ethan Price has such a learning curve, but he's in for a tough challenge against Moonshine Mantell.
And you gotta give a lot of credit to Roxy Castillo. I mean, this is a young lady that has bred champions. You know, going all the way back to Keith Lee as the Pure Prestige champion to now mentoring Ethan Price to become one of the hottest and most popular stars here in Inspire Pro. The viciousness of Moonshine Mantell.
Like I said, first singles match for Moonshine in 2.5 years here in Inspire Pro Wrestling. Moonshine, back in the early days of Inspire Pro, I would consider one of the top prospects in this whole company. He was very much destined to be a future star. And you know, he's done his travels. He's gone to Japan. He's gone, you know, across the states and picked up upon his crowd.
You're right. Moonshine Mantell made a name for herself in the Midwest. Has come back home, wreak havoc on the roster of Inspire Pro Wrestling.
Oh God, this can't be good. That has gotta be it.
is a 3-on-1 handicap match, and it is for 1 fall.
This is the Terrell tempo that I think a lot of people, including myself, fell in love with in that ring. Somebody who was determined, someone who was wanting to make a name for himself, someone who wanted, to be the top star. He did reach that in many ways when he won the Inspire Pro Championship from Steve Areno.
He realized that to get to that level, he sacrificed a lot of good connections. He had to turn his back on a lot of people. He's realized that, and that's why we are seeing the return of the Terrell tempo that we all love.
If he loses, not only does he remain a member of FUCC, but he will be mute from now onwards.
This is what I'm talking about again with a numbers game. As good as Terrell Tempo is, and he's controlled most of this match, it's hard when you've got 3 versus 1.
Yeah, 3-on-1's always
2.5.
tough. And of course, conspicuous by his absence is the Pure Prestige champion, MJF.
Well, according to Dan the Man, MJF decides when he comes and shows up and defends his title.
Of course he does.
Jacob sends tempo. Oh wait, sends up flip roll through. He got it!
And your winner and the new #1 contender.
As Torres has got Prince Adam up, plants him with the neck breaker, and Prince Adam, first elimination in this contest.
Has been eliminated.
Falcon Arrow there by Dimitri, and Mark Champion's out of there. Trying to muscle Alexandrov up. And plants him with the... And Alexandrov!
Wow. Dmitry Alexandrov has been eliminated.
Oh wait, Thomas Shire! He's got Gino up! In the torture rack! Could this be the UFO? And Gino's out!
That's eliminations for Thomas Shire. Impressive eliminations as well.
Spin through. Tomorrow. Wait, roll through. You got him!
Wow.
In for the cover here on Demaro. Cover!
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Demaro has been eliminated.
And if I'm correct, that's all the male competitors in this contest. Wait, Penelope! Cutter!
Huge cutter by Ford.
And Roxy's out!
Roxy has been eliminated.
Jenna Rosas. Ooh, super kick! Plants her right in the jaw cover!
Erica Torres is out.
Erica Torres has been eliminated.
Suplex rolls through here by Chris Wolf on Penelope Ford. Cover. And Penelope Ford!
Penelope Ford has been eliminated.
Double knees again to the gut of Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi Blackheart has been eliminated.
It's got her up. Plants her with a DDT. She got it. Jay Serious, tried to get some words from Jay Serious after those, cowardly actions by him, by what he did to Nick Gage at CF Gold Assist 6. He said that he vows to get what's coming to him, and that is success. He, I think, really has taken those words that MJF gave him to heart, but in the complete wrong way.
I hope he does get what's coming to him, and that's in the form of an absolute beating by Zach Taylor.
As you mentioned, Jay Serious, he's, hasn't had the greatest success record in 2018 ever since losing his J-Watch to Delilah Doom in that undefinable championship unification match. So, Jay Serious hasn't been able to rack up the wins, and MJF, I think, utilized that to get into his head. He told him, he's the only person here who's not broken out outside of Texas. He's the only person here who not make those travels. And yeah, that may be true, but I remember that Jay Serious, back when he was JoJo Bravo, was a cornerstone of Texas independent wrestling.
You're right. I remember those days of JoJo Bravo.
We talked about Zach Taylor's amazing performances, that triple threat match with ACH and Davey Vega that really, I think, put Zach on the map here. His matches with Joey Ryan, B-Boy, Rocket Boy Wilson, that win over Terrell Tempo. Could this be it? Samurai Driver! Plants him with it! But picks him back up!
Oh, we're going for another one.
Going for another! Again with the Samurai Driver! Hook in the leg! Oh my God, he got it!
And your winner, and the new Inspire Pro champion, Jay Serious!
You know, Kiefer Bartek and Ham Cole and Rachel Rose and everybody in the pool, you know, have really tried their best to, you know, in a short period of time, act like they run this place around here.
They really have. And yet they seem to fall short at times, but it is not for lack of trying.
Luigi Primo, who's grown a bit in popularity here in Inspire Pro Wrestling, is kind of the cult favorite in the Battle at the Gates of Ecstasy.
And then you got Bruno De La Rosa. I mean, this is his first match to be apart from his Heavy Hearts partner, Stacy Slade.
Baby D has had her issues with the pool for many months here in Inspire Pro Wrestling, ever since Cam Cole picked up that win over her and spraying that hairspray in her face. One of the hardest hitters on this roster is Baby D. She will lay into you like no other. She's got quite the attitude about her, but she doesn't back down in that ring. Delilah Doom has faced any and all comers, the likes of Chris Wolf, Cam Cole. She beat 7 other competitors in a scramble match to retain her championship. But I think this may be her biggest test today against Cody Lane.
I couldn't agree more.
Not just the fact that Cody Lane has the longest darkness, not just because he has the immunity from the rules here. You know, Cody Lane, I would say one of the top rising competitors in this company. You look at the performances he had in 2018, you know, very skilled competitor, also definitely has, as you can see, a size advantage over Delilah Doom. And Cody, I think, developed a bit of a killer instinct that he didn't have before in the 3 years since he's been here.
Well, and if anything feeds killer instinct, it's the fact that you don't have to abide by rules.
Wait, where's Cody going? Wait a minute. And look at, even Ethan's trying to reason with Cody here. I mean, Ethan's telling Cody to stop. Ethan gets blasted there by Doom. Oh, and damn! The belt's right across the head of Doom. All legal.
Your winner and the new undefinable champion, Cody Lane.
Just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. I can't have a bitch.
As I was mentioning, Eddie Kingston has had a long and brutal rivalry with the King of Texas, ACH. And now that he's here, he's going to take that out on the man that beat ACH back in January, Stroke Daddy, Ricky Starks.
I think back to that match at XC Gold 6, that classic between Ricky Starks and ACH. All the emotion that Ricky Starks poured out, having to fight somebody who was his best friend, who was his brother. Eddie Kingston's not his best friend. Eddie Kingston's not his brother here. So Ricky Starks is going in for one thing, and that's to fight for his life.
Eddie Kingston's best friend is your champion.
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Another spear! Cuts him in half!
And your winner, Absolute Ricky.
I know Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky going into this contest. You know, they've got this swagger about them, which is quintessential SCU, but I don't know if they've scouted Steve Areno, Terry Ramones, and Thunder Rosa as much as they should.
Well, I can tell you, I talked to Frankie Kazarian on the radio show this week, and he was in the middle of scouting all three individuals that he's facing.
Nice head scissors into
Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, formerly known as The Addiction, one of the most decorated tag teams in wrestling. Two-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, two-time TNA/Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Plus, Frankie Kazarian won another tag title with Scorpio Sky as part of SCU.
And listen to this crowd. SCU, yes, they're some of the best. They're the best in the independent scene today. But this crowd is firmly behind Steve Areno. They've seen what he's done for the past 4 years in this company. They've seen the performances he's put on. And when Steve Areno is faced with a challenge of a top-level competitor, he always rises to the occasion, whether it's Ricochet, whether it was Leo Rush, whether it was Joey Janela, the match of the year last year. Steve Areno is always ready.
Yeah, you're right. Steve Areno, it always seems like whenever there's a big name that comes to Inspire Pro to prove themselves, they eventually find themselves across the ring from the pinfall wizard himself, Steve Areno.